Customizing or modifying viewports in Caddie 19 has also been made easier. Some of the new options on there is simply, once you select a viewport, right click to the context sensitive menu will once again give you viewport options, where you can now zoom to a viewport in model space, rescale a viewport, in other words change its scale, pan a viewport, as well as enable and disable layers. So if you want to switch layers on and off, for instance in that viewport I want to switch off let's say sanitary ware, click on OK and your sanitary ware is switched off. So all doing that simply by selecting the viewport. The same way if you want to move to that area in model space, all you do is once again you select the viewport, and under your viewport options you can say zoom to a viewport position in model space, and it will simply take you to that specific area in model space itself. Also in there, once you create viewports, let's say I want to create a viewport of a specific area, object viewport, I can use rectangle to create any viewport area. I want to place it on my new sheet at a scale of 1 to 50 or whatever scale you want to choose. In this case I'm going to choose 1 and 20. We now have two new options where I can enable auto layering on viewports. In other words, I can tell Caddie the viewport border should be placed on a specific layer. So let's say I want to place it on my viewport layer, and my viewport border should be pen number 1. As you can see at the top, my active layer is pen 7, but the viewport border will now be drawn in pen color number 1. Once I click on OK, I just place my viewport, and all that information is automatically used in that specific viewport that I have created. Also on the sheets itself, we've got new options on the sheet tabs at the bottom. Once again, go to any sheet tab, right click, and you've got options to rename that particular sheet, to copy, delete the sheet, and go to layout. Now go to layout, what that basically is for is, as you can see in this drawing, I've got lots and lots of sheets at the bottom. Now sometimes it's difficult to go back to a specific sheet because you have to use the arrows to go to any specific sheet or to your model space. Now this will now enable me to right click on any sheet tab, go to layout, and I can choose model space from that and simply say OK, and it will take me immediately to my model space or to whatever sheet I have chosen in that list.